franchise gets set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the former Washington Husky, here's Myles Gaskin. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, this Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Tua sets up to pass it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door. Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Tua. He finds his man, complete. That's Weiss. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He finds his man, complete. It's Fuller. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 48. Sanders' kick is good, and the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now Fields. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. Finds a seam inside the 40. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Here's a give to Gibson.
And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak, and what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea. Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Second down at 5. To throw is Fields.
Flushed out right. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll get their receiver involved here. It's Brown. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for second down.
Now it's Fields.
Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Antonio Gibson
With another touchdown, number 24 on the year.
And Washington has taken the lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by Blake Martinez.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
He's crossing. He's checking crowd.
They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
A quick throw caught by Cup out wide.
And they'll get this down to the 10.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, Gibson. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
On second down, Vincent. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and just like that, it's third down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Fields now to throw. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson,
his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This fielded right at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside. And they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they use your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's got Fuller. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give him 5 on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. A handoff for Gibson.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy at midfield. Javon Holland coming up to make the stop.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
On second down, a run with Gibson. Shifts past him at the 45. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Back to throw. Fields. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Fields able to find Waller. That's complete. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Two and now on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in the field goal range now at the 27-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Gay's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll throw now on the final play. Room to run for Gaskin. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Oh, yeah, baby. All day, all day.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. On first down, it's Fields. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
On second down now, it's Gibson, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On first down, right back to Gibson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
On second down, it's Gibson. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. You can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
On second down now, Vincent. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Out of the gun, Fields. That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And this effort won't do it. He needed to get to the 45. He's a yard or 2 short. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Tressway now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can...
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown.
Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
They run the counter now on first down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Check 26, check 26.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
On second down, Duckworth. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off but a nice game there for a first down.
On first down, Tagovailoa. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Duckworth, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Dolphins are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll run on first down. Gibson, nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd and 9, Fields forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I know you're thinking it, but I'll just go ahead and say it. To give you an idea of how sharp he's been in this game, just his second incompletion, and we're in the 4th quarter.
He has been locked in, laser-focused all throughout this one, hasn't he?
Certainly has, and he's gotten some help from his receivers as well. They also are locked in.
Yeah, the drops have been at a bare minimum. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory, down at the 31.
Back to the ground with Gibson.
Stopped short of the 25, and that second effort got him a couple extra. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips. They're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
82 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
They'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Here's Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
Yeah, now you've got options on second down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Gaskin again on second down.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Tua to throw. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa.
He's got it complete to Waddle. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now Tua. Able to connect with Fuller. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here's Tua.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year.
And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make-or-break onside kick.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington.
4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee. Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee.
Well, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for Washington,
it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Minnesota Vikings come to town. Meanwhile, for Miami, it's a slip-up that could cost them as they drop now to 12-3. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL.